Hey, this is Joe from joesinternetmarketing.com, and we just changed our DNS servers, our DNS name servers for a domain that we have at GoDaddy.com, and the domain that we had changed was beginnerbaseplayer.com. This is a domain that I own, and we're going to set this up as a website. We just changed the name servers to point to our Hostgator account. So now we're going to go over to Hostgator and we're going to create an add-on domain, and I want to show you how to do that. So here's my Hostgator cPanel. Pretty typical. If you have Hostgator, this will look very, very familiar to you. And so what you want to do, we're going to kind of scroll down here, and there's a lot of different features and functions that Hostgator gives you when you use them as web hosting. But the one that we're very interested in is this one right here under the domain section, add-on domains. If you click on that, we're going to create a new domain name. And the domain name, if you remember, if we go back over here, is beginnerbaseplayer.com. And you want to enter that exactly as that is. Beginnerbaseplayer.com. Now, it's very important that you spell this exact. Now, what I could have done is I could have just come over here and copied what's here in this field over, but I'm a little picky, and what that'll do is that would paste this in all capitals. I prefer to have it in all lowercase, so I might as well just type it in. So as soon as you type that in, you get a little green check mark here. Everything's good, and it'll pre-fill in all these other fields. So the subdomain, FTP, username. By default, it's going to create a username for your new domain name. Is going to be the same username as your domain name. You can keep that, or if you want, you can replace that with a different username that's more common or something that's more secure. It's up to you. Document root, and this is going to be the folder. The cPanel is automatically going to create a folder called beginnerbaseplayer.com, the same as your domain name, under your public_HTML folder. So now what we want to do is we want to create a password. Now this password, I would suggest you make it pretty secure. Letters, numbers, and maybe even maybe I could throw in a capital or some kind of alternate character like a dollar or %sign or something like that to make it a little bit more secure. Whatever it is, but as long as you remember what it is and you don't forget it, you're good to go. Just one thing, you don't want to forget what your password is. So I'm going to put my password in here, and I put it in again twice, and then to know that I've typed it in exactly the same, it gives me a little check mark, and also tells me the strength of what it is. Now, if you don't want to come up with a password, you can use this password generator, and it'll create a password, just a very random password for you, but those are often hard to remember. So unless you want to create that and then save it, then that's fine. After that, just click on this Add Domain button. Wait a couple of minutes, and the system goes out and basically creates the folder structure on your server the way it needs to. It'll set up your web server for the new domain name, and you'll be good to go. So there we go. Beginnerbaseplayer.com has been created. Would you like to manage the files for this? If so, here you can go right into File Manager from here, and you can start adding files. So what we're going to do now is we are going to check to see. Well, actually, I'm sorry. We're gonna install WordPress next. In our setting up this new website, we've got the add-on domain created. Now we're going to go in and we're going to set up WordPress. So this is Joe from InternetMarketing.com, joesinternetmarketing.com, and I'll see you next time on the next video. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.